The world is witnessing a bold reimagining of urban life, with visionary cities rising from the ground up to tackle challenges like climate change, overpopulation, and technological integration. These futuristic metropolises blend cutting-edge architecture, sustainable design, and smart technology to redefine how we live, work, and connect. Below is a curated list of 10 incredible future cities currently under construction or in advanced planning, each pushing the boundaries of innovation and human potential.
Nevada Smart City, United States. Another billionaire-driven dream. This time, Jeffrey Burns, a crypto entrepreneur, is planning to turn a slice of Nevada desert into a smart city named Innovation Park. Of course, it's got all the buzzwords: blockchain, cryptocurrency, clean water, renewable energy, the whole futuristic package. Located near tech giants like Google, Apple, and Tesla, Jeff wants a piece of the Silicon Desert pie with a mix of city, business, and residential spaces. It's definitely got the crypto vibe, especially since Burns made a fortune selling Ether tokens before they crashed. Whether the city ends up as a crypto utopia or a pricey experiment remains to be seen. Sounds cool, but, maybe I'll pass on moving there. How about you? The Line, Saudi Arabia. In 2021, the world caught its breath when Saudi Arabia unveiled a vision so bold, so utterly futuristic. It seemed to leap straight out of a sci-fi novel. Imagine a city that doesn't sprawl outward, but stretches long and thin. Two colossal skyscrapers running parallel for 106 miles across the harsh desert. Yes, that's right, 106 miles. These structures, each soaring 1,640 feet high and 656 feet wide, would redefine what it means to be a skyscraper. They wouldn't just be the longest in the world. They'd also be among the tallest. This isn't just architecture. It's a statement. Nestled in the northwest of Saudi Arabia near the Red Sea, the Line is part of the larger Neom Megacity project, a sprawling, tech-powered metropolis designed to house 9 million people within its gleaming glass walls. But the futuristic spectacle doesn't stop there. The exterior will be a giant mirror, reflecting the endless desert around it, an optical illusion that's both breathtaking and, let's be honest, probably a nightmare for any poor insect caught in its glare. Inside, the city promises a Jetsons-level lifestyle. Flying taxis zooming through the air, robot maids tending to homes, parks and waterfalls flourishing in the middle of the desert, and a fully self-sufficient ecosystem built from scratch. And if that wasn't enough to blow your mind, there's talk of creating an artificial moon to illuminate the city at night. Is the Line a visionary leap into the future, or a grandiose dream bordering on madness? One thing is certain. This is a city that dares to challenge everything we thought possible about urban life. Liberland Metaverse. Now, here's where things get truly strange. Because this city doesn't exist in the physical world at all, it's completely virtual. Welcome to Liberland Metaverse, a cyber-urban city rising not from bricks or steel, but from code and cryptocurrency. Developed by an architecture studio in the metaverse, this city allows anyone to buy plots of digital land, using crypto naturally, and then explore their virtual properties as customizable avatars. It's a place where reality blurs with imagination and ownership becomes a matter of blockchain records rather than deeds. But what does this mean for the future of cities? Can a place you can't touch or breathe and really be called a city at all? Or is this the blueprint for how we'll live, work, and play in the decades to come? If you got answers or questions, drop them in the comments. I'm ready for your take. Amaravati, India. Along the fertile banks of the Krishna River in southeast India, a vast stretch of farmland, 217 square kilometers, is quietly transforming into a city of the future. Amaravati, the proposed new capital, aims to become one of the world's most sustainable urban marvels. At the heart of this vision lies a sprawling green spine, 5.5 kilometers long and 1 kilometer wide, modeled after New York's iconic Central Park. Surrounding it, solar-powered buildings rise, electric vehicles glide silently along dedicated routes, and water taxis navigate serene canals. The city promises an intricate irrigation system, recycling precious water, shaded walkways inviting residents to stroll, and a bold commitment to nature, aiming to cover at least 60% of the area with lush greenery and sparkling waterways. But this dream came at a price. $6.5 billion. To build Amaravati, a controversial land pooling scheme was launched in 2015. Farmers contributed their land with the promise of receiving developed plots equipped with essential amenities in return. By early 2017, most of the land was secured. Importantly, the city's planners chose to upgrade existing structures rather than erase the old, a subtle nod to preserving roots amid rapid change. Already, 30,000 people call Amaravati home, including 12,000 government workers relocated to this ambitious project. With over 400,000 jobs expected to emerge, the city's growth is more than just physical. It's social and economic. Yet, questions remain. As Amaravati rises, can it balance rapid development with the preservation of everyday life? Can it nurture true social sustainability alongside green spaces and solar panels? The story of Amaravati is still unfolding. A city born from hope, innovation, and the age-old challenge of progress. Floating city, the Maldives. Nestled in the sparkling waters of the Indian Ocean, the Maldives is a paradise of over 1,000 coral islands, lush beaches, vibrant reefs, and a rich tapestry of culture and history. But paradise is fragile. With sea levels creeping higher every year, the Maldives faces an existential threat. The island sit barely 5 feet above the ocean, vulnerable to erosion, flooding, and the devastating loss of their precious coral reefs. Enter the floating city, a bold, visionary response to climate change and rising seas. Imagine a city built not on land, but on a network of interconnected floating platforms, designed to dance with the waves instead of fighting them. Powered by solar and wind energy, this modular metropolis promises sustainability and resilience, able to adapt to shifting tides and survive catastrophic storms. Yet, beneath this hopeful vision lies a cautionary tale. Will this floating future protect nature, or will it become yet another playground for the wealthy and powerful, rewriting history's pattern of industrialization and colonization on a new watery frontier? The floating city of the Maldives is more than a dream. Nusantara, Indonesia. There's a growing trend in building future cities on islands, and while it might sound like a gimmick, it actually makes a lot of sense. In a world wrestling with climate change and rising seas, starting from the water and moving inward could be a smart survival strategy. Nusantara is more than just a city. It's a vast geographical vision rooted in Indonesia's sprawling archipelago. This region is a treasure trove of biodiversity, vibrant cultures, and centuries of maritime trade, a place where history and nature collide. Picture this. A city with everything from cutting-edge tech hubs to the equivalent of a Washington Mall right at its heart, a central gathering place in this new urban tapestry. The Indonesian government has set its sights high, planning to relocate nearly 1.9 million people to Nusantara by 2045. But with a price tag of roughly $35 billion, only about 20% of that has been officially pledged. Their goal? To make Nusantara the first Indonesian city powered entirely by renewable energy by the same year. It's an audacious dream. But turning vision into reality will require overcoming massive hurdles, building infrastructure from scratch, securing billions in investment, and protecting the fragile environment that makes Nusantara so unique. Will Nusantara become a beacon of sustainable urban living, or will it struggle under the weight of its own ambition? Net City, China. When one of the world's tech giants unveils a sprawling city plan infused with smart technology, it's only natural to pause and ask, what kind of future are we really building? Are we marching toward a world of ultra-modern worker drones trapped inside billionaire-owned cities, where every move is tracked, every moment recorded? Who benefits from all this data? And ultimately, who truly owns it? While I ponder these questions behind my metaphorical tinfoil hat, let's zoom in on Net City, a bold new urban district planned in Shenzhen, one of China's fastest-growing tech hubs. Conceived by a tech titan, Net City promises an intricately connected ecosystem of office towers, sleek residential blocks, lively entertainment venues, green parks, and shimmering waterfront, all woven together by the smart technology that's shaping so much of our world today. They envision a city alive 24/7, a place where work and life blend seamlessly. The rise of the always-on community is no longer science fiction. It's creeping into reality. Of course, this high-tech vision is wrapped in the language of sustainability and human-centric design. Car-free zones, pedestrian-friendly spaces, all the hallmarks of tomorrow's urban utopia. But beneath the glossy surface, it begs a question. In this brave new world, how much freedom do we really have? King Abdullah Economic City, Saudi Arabia. Launched with high ambitions in 2005 as part of Saudi Arabia's grand vision for desert megaprojects, this city was meant to be a game changer, a sprawling hub for manufacturing, logistics, and economic growth. But reality didn't quite match the hype. Despite the lavish plans and big promises, the city struggled to attract the investment it needed, and the population barely hit 7,000 by 2018. Building in the desert is no small feat. No natural water sources, no organic growth. Everything has to be engineered from scratch. Without the right economic drivers and infrastructure, it's tough to breathe life into such massive, artificially born cities. King Abdullah Economic City stands as a reminder that mega projects need more than grand visions. They need real, sustainable foundations to thrive. Oceanix Busan, South Korea. This is a striking vision of the future. A floating city designed to ride the waves as sea levels rise and traditional coastlines disappear. Oceanix Busan aims to be a beacon of hope for climate refugees displaced by floods, a prototype of adaptability scheduled for completion by 2030. But there's a bitter irony here. While the world scrambles to curb climate change, Oceanix Busan seems poised as a corporate lifeboat, ready to cash in on the consequences rather than preventing the crisis itself. It's disaster capitalism in action, waiting for the planet to spiral, then selling solutions once it's already too late. The ambition and ingenuity are impressive. Modular floating platforms, renewable energy, sustainable food production. But underneath, it feels like a bitter pill wrapped in innovation, a solution born out of crisis, instead of prevention. Is this our future? Innovation saving humanity or corporations profiting from catastrophe? The line is thin and the stakes are sky high. Liuzhou Forest City, China. Imagine building a city, not on cleared land or in sprawling suburbs, but right smack in the heart of a forest. That's the bold promise behind Liuzhou Forest City, a vision that's being billed as the world's first true forest city. Sounds poetic, almost revolutionary. But let's pause and take a deeper breath. For thousands of years, humans have lived alongside forests, not in manicured concrete jungles, but in balanced harmony with nature. This isn't a new idea, yet here we are, uprooting and reshaping entire ecosystems to build what's being sold as a green utopia. The creators claim it will fight air pollution, reimagine how we coexist with the natural world, and serve as a blueprint for future cities. Sounds promising, right? But consider the reality. Bulldozers carving through ancient trees, construction noise ringing through wildlife habitats, the inevitable pollution and disruption that comes with large-scale development. Beneath the buzzwords sustainability, biodiversity, green innovation, lies a harsh truth. This is a city colonizing a forest, a natural ecosystem already brimming with life, poised to be forever altered by human ambition. Is it visionary or just another example of humanity's misplaced faith and progress? You decide.